Hey, yo, what's up, ladies? This is Alex from Mindful Attraction 2.0. In today's video, we're going to be talking about what to do when a guy doesn't want to commit, especially when you're talking to. Let's say you're talking to him, and you guys have been dating, right? But he just hasn't shown signs of commitment. Let's say that he is with you, but at the same time, you see him on online dating. Let's say you guys are together. You guys are not like in a relationship, but you casually see him and you want a relationship, but he just seems like to not be interested. He talks to other women. He still has his online profiles on. So what do you do with that? So the first step is, what I see. I just got that question today, which is I find it kind of interesting. But one of the first things you got to do is, if he doesn't want a relationship, you want to be the first one who takes a step back. That's the way for you to retrieve power. Okay, because once you show your initial interest that you want a relationship, and once you start questioning if he wants one or not, it's a sign that you already reacted to him and that he can sense it from you. All right. So one thing that I would do is to reset his clock, reset his perception of you, which would be to take a step back initially. Take a step back for at least, no, it depends on how needy you were, but I would go for at least a month. Right? Tell him that you're just not that interested. Tell him that you just keep thinking about some other guy. Tell him that you're just not happy. Tell him that like that you just get bored and whatnot, and just lose interest. And just to ask him, like, you can even text him and tell him you can delete my number. Just so you can delete my number, right? And so what's gonna happen is that's gonna hurt his ego. But the whole point behind it is just taking the step back. You being the one that pulls away, so that he could go to YouTube and put how to make a girl interested in me again. You see what I'm saying? Because if he really likes you, he's gonna pursue you. All right. But also, if he was attracted to you in the beginning and he lost attraction to you because of your neediness, by taking a step back, he kind of forgets that you were needy and only focuses on the superficial qualities that attracted him to you in the beginning, until those people that you kind of like haven't seen in a while, and then you say, you know what, why did I stop contacting him? You see him again, and you're like, oh fuck, that's why I remember why. Right? But now the reason why is because most people remember because most people don't grow emotionally. So a lot of people, if they're fucked up in the head, they'll always be fucked up in the head. But what I want you to do is, during the moments when you're away from them, and that you're giving him space, you really want to work on yourself. Literally start working out, get in shape if you're not in shape. Start meditating, being more present. When you talk to him, notice your breath, because what's gonna happen is that when you meet him again, you want to use the moment when you're away from him and the desire to meet with him, because you're gonna miss him, right? If you really like him, a month is gonna be hard, right? But in that moment, you're gonna want to observe that pain. You're gonna want to, like I always say, be mindful of the pain and write down your physical sensations. Why? Because what's gonna happen is that emotion of missing him can be the source of your neediness. So what you're gonna be doing is that source of your neediness is also branches out to other areas of your life. So you think you're just working on one area, but now you're actually working on fixing your whole neediness problem. Because in the past, the reason why the other solutions were temporary but didn't last, which is to say, you meet a guy, you're not needed no more until he dumps you and suddenly you need it again. The reason why that never worked is because it requires you to keep feeding it with validation. So this one, by doing this and experiencing the pain, by observing the physical sensations of the pain and not trying to distract yourself from it, you're naturally allowing your body to process it, so that when the moment comes and you meet him again, you're not going to be needy, because you fully allow your body to process it. It takes time. Some bodies require a week or so, some bodies require a whole year. It doesn't matter. But the whole point is that if you bring conscious awareness to your neediness, when somebody meets you once again, they're going to tell the difference. And so that's what we want. We want that contrast, the contrast of what you was in the past and what you are now. And not only that, but also physically. And so that's how you're going to be able to reset his clock. And if he was attracted to you in the beginning, by taking a step back, by rejecting him in the way that I told you, which is, I'm not happy no more, or I just met another guy, or like I just want to be friends, and then going back to him, it's going to be a boost of validation if he initially liked you. But generally speaking, it's very difficult to also deal with that, with getting rejected, like with somebody not wanting to be in a relationship with you. And that's all a process. A happiness is a function of expectations, you see. So what you have to do is, with people, you gotta lower your expectations, and that's the truth. You don't know what to expect from people. You cannot have high expectations, because sometimes the expectations we have are expectations that people also desire in others, just dream about, even though it hasn't been met. It's a dream that stems from insecurity, the desire to finally find happiness in somebody else, and so they preach it onto other people. they're not really preaching their reality. They're preaching what they hope, and that tends to be a false reality that people expect from the world, and as a result, they get disappointed. So you gotta have a realistic expectation. You gotta have high intention but low attachment, like I always say, and that's not my own saying. Jack Canfield says that in the book Success Principles. But yeah, man, that's how it is, man. Like, you know, like and if a guy's still online dating when you're talking to him or just talking to other women, it just means that this is not something serious for him. It's not an insult on you. It's just some guys are in certain phases in their life that they don't want a relationship, you know. But at the end of the day, it comes down to the guy, where he is in life, and then how you project yourself and what you allow of him. All right. And because I know it's difficult to confront a guy and tell him that you want a relationship, but if you want to do that, what you want to do is do the opposite and tell him how you just want to be friends with him. Like, show interest, and then back off and let him come to you. And then once he comes to you, set the barrier and say, I don't know, we should talk. Why? Because I don't know, like, we both have different agendas, and like I don't want to waste your time and whatnot. And when you do that, when he's in heightened state of wanting to see you, it's kind of like if you're really thirsty. Somebody could use one bottle of water when you would have paid $1, and there's no other bottle of water, you can pay $1 million now. Why? Because of the need. So you talk about the what are we when he's needy for you, right? When you when you allow him to chase after you took a step back. Does that make sense? Anyways, this is Alex from mindforattraction.org.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys ever want to learn how to use your feminine energy to influence people, learn how to use your masculine energy to become more assertive, and also learn how to blend both energies to improve your dating life, your spiritual life, honestly, your relationship life, your family life, your career life, this is the course for you. If I had to make a course for my nieces, I have two nieces, one is 19 and one is 15. 16. Holy shit. Oh my God, he's a bad fucking uncle. He's a bad uncle. Get him. Shut up, Melissa. You should get this course, right? And this is the course that I will make for them. So, for example, watch the curriculum, right? In the first week, we're going to be showing you how to establish a strong masculine foundation without letting it hurt your feminine energy. This masculine foundation is a source of who you are, right? It's your bodyguard. Without this, whatever feminine energy you create will be destroyed by the outside, because your masculine is your shield. So we'll talk about goal setting. We'll talk about how to develop a serious attitude. We're gonna be talking about how to use more logic, how to use more goal-oriented behavior. It's more how to be a man, you know. Now the next one is how to embrace the feminine energy, right? This one would teach you about how to minimize excessive masculine traits, developing self-awareness, healing abundant feminine energy, regulating your emotion, mastering voice qualities and facial expressions, surrendering control, and allowing pain to be felt. This is honestly, this will supercharge, like Kaioken, your masculine energy. After that, we have femininity in the workplace and how to be feminine in the workplace without letting people take advantage of you, and the nuances of how women on power should behave versus women who are subordinates in the workplace, and even the dress code. This is based on psychology, people. It's kind of insane. I'm actually excited about this one. The next week, we talk about navigating the labyrinth of male and female friendship. And this, a lot of women find confusing, so we talk about that. And how to identify envious friends, how to identify the good friends, how to keep male friends, and how to keep female friends. Week 5, we talk about how to release the burden of the past and stop and destroy mental projections. This is actually really powerful. And then week 6, we talk about how to increase your observational power so that you can read people better. And we have a bunch of bonuses. The course starts at $99, and you guys can pre-order the course today at $69 before it goes out. If you're watching this, most likely I'm in the meditation retreat, so I will be praying for all of you guys. And just click on the description down below of the video. Right there, you'll see it, and you could pre-order that course. It's gonna be out by the end of next month or the beginning of February of March. One of the two, people, because I have a 10-day retreat to do, and I want to finish the course after the retreat, because I think the ideas are gonna be so much better. All right, man. I'll see you guys later. Pre-order, man. Oh, I'm closing the channel.